Anyway, it's time now to check out Suzuki's big bore sport tourer, the GSX1250 SEA. Since 1996, most of you have identified this multi-purpose, user-friendly inline-4 as the Big Bandit, thanks in part to its well-dialed 1,255cc liquid-cooled, fuel-injected power plant, mated to a 6-speed tranny and a chain final drive. The GSX1250 also comes with dual 310 ABS-equipped disc brakes up front, mounted to a 43mm preload adjustable fork. With the SEA model, Suzuki decided to create a Canada-only touring package designed to compete with the Yamaha FJRs and Kawasaki Concours of the world. The package includes a full fairing that boasts a manually adjustable windscreen and a lockable 3-piece hard luggage system that can easily be removed once you reach your final destination. So how does it all work? Well, joining us this week is motorcycle experience viewer Chris Chappell.
Well, Chris, this big displacement inline-4 from Suzuki has certainly gone through quite an evolution over the years. Have you ever had a chance to ride one?
No, this is the first time I've been on a sport touring bike like this, and I was really looking forward to it. It was a new adventure for me.
Well, this is a special Canadian edition because it has obviously the luggage on the back. But first of all, let's just talk about that motor, because like I said, it's gone through quite an evolution. What did you think of that block?
It was really, really good, especially down low. The performance was really good, a really smooth motor. Like the shifting was really smooth, and the way they developed it, it's very quiet. Like, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell what gear you're riding in without looking at the indicator. It's just so smooth. They did a really good job with the development of this motor.
And it's, 1250, no replacement for displacement, eh? There's lots of torque.
Oh, it's great. That was one of the really exciting things was the slow corners and the slow bits of the highway and touring today was the torque down on the low end. That was a lot of fun.
Now, we've got a couple of big discs up front and we've got the ABS. How did you find the braking?
It was really, really good. In fact, I knew about that before riding the bike and was curious to test it out. And I got some of that racer's feel out of the twin discs. You know, I didn't get a chance to really test how well the ABS worked, the conditions, that's not what we were doing today, but I tried some of that sport bike hard front braking and I liked it.
Mm-hmm. Now, we were on some pretty choppy back roads, doing a little bit of twisty wine country, and some of the roads were pretty nasty in terms of potholes and lifted. How did you find the suspension, the ride of the bike?
Pretty good. I think because this bike, it's not very heavy and it's got a big motor, but it doesn't weigh a lot. So, getting through some of the potholes and stuff like that, it was pretty soft. Perhaps had this been a really, really heavy bike, I think I would have found it rough. And it was pretty good today.
This bike is obviously designed to go cross country, especially with the luggage. How did you find the riding position and the comfort of the bike?
Well, one of the first things that surprised me this morning was it was a little bit tall in the saddle. And a really neat feature about this bike is it has an adjustable seat height. So I lowered it for myself because I'm a shorter rider, and that made all the difference in the world getting out and riding it. And I was surprised, for a sport touring bike, I was expecting to feel a lot more of the bike and it being big and bulky, and that wasn't the case. I didn't even know I had this extra luggage behind me, so for touring and stuff like that, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
And I put stuff in it today, the conditions might have been questionable this morning, so I've got extra clothing and my extra jackets and stuff in the bags, and they worked great, but I didn't know it was there.
Right. What about the cockpit? It's got quite a bit of, it's got an analog gauge as well as the digital gauges. How did you find that for information?
It was good. There's a lot of information there that's easy to get to and easy to see.
So is there one element of the motorcycle that stands out, thumbs up?
To start with, the motor. Really smooth, strong motor, lots of power, lots of torque, and then the bike is smooth itself. It's a comfortable bike to ride.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you had so much fun on it today,
Well, thank
Chris.
you. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Good job.